inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here. And starting in this one, Chris Bassett. And Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
Well, Boog, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy strikeout for 9, over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch today.
And stepping in for the Rays, Jose Caballero. Fastball for a strike. And we're underway.
0-1's the count.
First pitch, 7:07.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And he grounds one to the right side. Throws to first in time. 1 out in the top of the first. All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Richie Palacios next to hit for the Rays.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Big swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. And he'll take first easily after the strikeout.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head, but I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
And that one fouled off. Palacios, the base runner at first with 1 out. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
In the air to left center. Varsho moving under it. Varsho snags it.
That is it. The second baseman, Brandon Lau.
And now it's Brandon Lau. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say.
No, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. But they won't have a play as he takes first on the drop third strike. So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, it's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play. We'll see if they can work around it.
So first and second with 2 outs. Here's the left fielder to third. They take the force out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Tampa Bay nothing. Blue Jays due up next. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Taj Bradley. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, and as Whip tells you, he's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean, opposing hitters having a hard time getting on base and then being able to really distract him and do damage in terms of getting around the base path. So, taking the mound, this is a guy you want out there if you're his teammate, and I expect him to be good in this one.
Fought off foul. And a pitch. This one in the air, center field. Siri in position. Puts it away for the out. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. An offense that knows how to mash, Chris. Lots of power throughout the lineup. They're leading the league in homers right now.
Yeah, and I think when you're facing a team like this, pitchers coming in, they see the stats. They end up trying to nibble, trying to work on the edges, trying to expand the zone. And so I think the key, if these hitters can stay within themselves, obviously they have the ability to hit the ball a long way and score runs quickly. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now. It affects the game in so many ways, right? Your ability to come back is usually tied to power. If you can deliver a huge hit with one swing of the bat, it really changes your capability when you fall behind. One down, and now Vladimir Guerrero Jr. There's a sense of anticipation in the ballpark as Vlad swings, drives one deep left field, and forget it. He'll touch them all. Another one in his incredible season. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0. And he just keeps on climbing. The home run extends this big-time hitting streak another game.
And how could you not love what he's doing right now? He's doing this under a lot of pressure at this point, but it looks like he's playing a wiffle ball in the backyard. The guy's got a real hard fastball. You can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
So one out, nobody on. Here's the second baseman, Spencer Horwitz. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. He's in at second with a one-out double. And with every hit that extends his streak, he climbs higher on the all-time list. Rarely has anyone gone this far.
Yeah, Boo. 30 is about as far as most guys can take it, and he's just blown by that mark. And now it actually looks like 40 might be in play. I'll tell you this, as a hitter, it's so hard to not let that weigh on you. Every game, you're going out there trying to get it out of the way as soon as possible so that you can focus on the game. Makes it a little tough to relax at the plate.
Ernie Clement in the box now. No balls and a strike. Horwitz leads off second with one gone in the inning. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. The run comes in from second, and they lead by 3. And that'll keep his hitting streak alive. He's reaching heights that very few players ever had.
Yeah, when you're over the 30-game mark and showing no signs of slowing down, that's when the baseball world starts to get a little excited. This has become the story in the league right now. You start checking off the days until the next benchmark, 40, 44, 56, and as well as he's swinging it, it seems like all those numbers right now, Boog, they are doable.
And that'll keep his hitting streak alive. He's reaching heights that very few players ever had.
Yeah, when you're over the 30-game mark and showing no signs of slowing down, that's when the baseball world starts to get a little excited. This has become the story in the league right now. You start checking off the days until the next benchmark, 40, 44, 256. And as well as he's swinging it, it seems like all those numbers right now, Boog, they are doable.
That takes care of Springer. And there's 2 down.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Addison Barker, the next to hit.
Yeah, and every at-bat's a big one for him now as he looks to keep this amazing hitting streak going.
Fouled off left side. Traffic on the bases with 3 already across here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Line drive, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone. And that'll keep his hitting streak alive. He's reaching heights that very few players ever had.
Yeah, when you're over the 30-game mark and showing no signs of slowing down, that's when the baseball world starts to get a little excited. This has become the story in the league right now. You start checking off.
Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. 1 run's in. Now the second run is in. And they clear the bases. 3-run score, and it's now a 6-run lead. So that extends his hitting streak to 40 games. He's really in that rarefied air now, Chris.
Yeah, you have to wonder what's going on in his dome right now. I mean, I know
a change in the first, and here's the new arm, Tyler Alexander.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now the shortstop, Bo Bichette. There's a buzz in the stadium every time he comes to the... That one ripped right center field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 7-0. And with every hit that extends his streak, he climbs higher on the all-time list. Rarely has anyone gone this far.
Yeah, Boog, 30 is about as far as most guys can take it, and he's just blown by that mark, and now it actually looks like 40 might be in play. I'll tell you this, as a hitter, it's so hard to not let that weigh on you. Every game, you're going out there trying to get it out of the way as soon as possible so that you can focus on the game. Makes it a little tough to relax at the plate.
That's hard hit on the line. And that's the inning. But they take the lead on a huge 7-run outburst. We move to the second in Toronto. Blue Jays 7, the Rays nothing. Second inning set to go. Now the third baseman, Christopher Morel. Bassett back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Morel, 24 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That one not close, and that's ball 1. Slow curveball drops in for a strike. The pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And here it comes. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Josh Lowe. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Right through there for a strike.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I'll tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent. So you got to stay ready up there.
The catcher, Rene Pinto.
Rene Pinto, next to hit for the Rays. Had the day off yesterday.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Back to the mound. He's got it. Gets it to first. And that is the inning. Nothing doing for Tampa. Not going their way. It's 7-0. Back now in Toronto, bottom of the second. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Here comes a pitch. Liner, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Hit right there. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. That's to third. This looks like extra bases. One run across. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
That's a base hit. Run scores.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
And the batter is George Springer. 0 for 1 so far. Right through there for a strike. And a pitch. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Siri raging back towards the wall. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Ball back in quickly. Runner holds at third. Played the plate, and they cut him down.
Now batting.
Well, he just ran through a stop sign right there. Third base coach had both hands up, trying to hold him at the base. He decided to go anyway, and he's out by a lot at the plate. I'm sure the third base coach and the manager are pretty frustrated right now.
Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. Singled and scored his first time. That one ripped. One run is in. Bangs off the wall. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's 11-0.
He was all over that one. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
The new pitcher pitcher in the game, Edwin Uceta.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
1 out, runner at second. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Doubled his first time up. And there's a foul ball. Swings through that one for strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. The run comes in to score from second. It's 12-0. In safely with a double, his second of the day. We all saw it was hit hard, but how hard was it, Singy? Statcast is here with the answer.
Yeah, Boog, it says the exit velo was 113 miles per hour, and it looked every bit of it, didn't it? I mean, just an impressive swing of the bat, and clearly he saw it out of the pitcher's hand no problem.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. The throw in. Tag, too late, he scores. It's 13-0.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Man at first, and here's the first baseman, 1 for 2. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. That's out number 2.
Now that's the designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's already homered in this game. On a line, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Spencer Horwitz next up for the Blue Jays. Line drive, base hit. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. Attack on 6 more as they just continue to turn it on in this one. We played 2 full. The Blue Jays on top, 13-0. And we're back. New inning getting started. And now it's Jose Siri. Bassett back to work. A curve drops in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
That's in there. And the count is 0-2. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Wow, short work to sit in the packet to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
On the ground to the left, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Richie Palacios next to hit for the Rays. Reached on a drop, 3rd strike his first time. Down the middle for a strike. It's 0-1. The Rays with a lot of ground to make up. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Grounder might be 2. There's 1. Oh no, he threw it home. Man at first,
Now batting.
Yandy Diaz
The
now.
first baseman.
0 for 1 with a fly out to center. He swings and fouls one off. The pitch. That clips the corner. In the air, left field. And that is that. One left for Tampa. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. With the right-hander back to work. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Out of here. A solo shot. Home run number 15 on the year. And they add on. It's 14-0.
He wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Center field. Siri in position. And there's one down.
Now batting, right fielder, Joe.
Here's George Springer. Ripped to third and caught.
Timed it perfect. It's hard, I think, for those guys on the corners because, especially when it's a right-handed hitter for third baseman, you don't see the ball all that well going through the zone. And if it's a left-hander, you got a better shot at it because you can see the ball going through, see the contact. And so that jump isn't always on time. Sometimes it's a little early, sometimes it's a little bit late, but that one was perfect.
Could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him. Throw is high and over his head. Man at second here with 2 away. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
There's a swing and a drive. And it's off the top of the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate. 15-0. And he's got a double.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make a pay.
Bichette gets a chance to hit. That's ripped. Base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
The first baseman.
Now the number 2 hitter, 1 for 3. And that one is lifted in the air. Makes a nice running catch. And that's the 3rd out. So 2 runs in the inning on 4 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. 3 innings complete. Toronto leads this one 15-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second base. And a pitch. In the air, right side. And that is Springer. Drops into the glove. And there's one down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Now the left fielder. He's 0 for 1. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
The Blue Jays up big in this one. Top half of inning number 4. He goes down looking.
Well, there's a 3-pitch strike. strikeout, he can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Morel.
2 outs, base is empty. Christopher Morel now at the plate. That clips the zone. 0-1.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Here comes the 0-1. And that's in the dirt.
1-0.
And there's a curve through for a strike.
Love how
ball,
vocal
2
the
strikes.
umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
2 down, nobody on. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. Caught him looking for the K. Down in order, go the Rays. Start the bus. They're down 15-0.
Trust me when I tell you, no exceptions to the rule. Bringing blessings when I move.
Back now in Toronto. Bottom floor. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The wind of the pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They've been delivering when it matters most, batting over 750 with runners in scoring position so far. It's been impressive to watch.
The 0-2. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Second base.
Spencer Horwitz next up for the Blue Jays. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. On the ground right side. And that one finds its way through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Waste no time there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
1 gone, runner at first. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement.
0-1's the count.
Righty to the plate. Out towards right center field. Siri grabs it on the run.
Now back. The catcher. Alejandro.
So a man aboard, Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Center and a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
I can watch base hits like that one all day long, and so can every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one's off the wall. Run comes in from second, and they extend their lead. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Comes through with the RBI. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you can tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Joel Kuhnel taking over on the mound.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter, getting that 1 out your team needs from him.
So 2 down. Addison Barker digs in now. 3 for 3's doubled twice and single. Base hit. 1 run is in. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. 1 run is in. Throws to second, and in at second with an RBI double.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Bichette getting ready to hit. And it's fouled away. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that gets down into the gap. 1 run across. Another comes in to score. And the lead continues to grow.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And it's scoring position with 2 away. Next is the speedy first baseman. That one ripped. And it slams off the bottom of the wall. The run comes in from second, and they extend their lead. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. And they put the tag on him for the out. They bring 9 to the plate, and 6 come around to score. We've played 4. Jays lead it 21-0. Josh Lowe next to hit for the Rays.
The right fielder, number 15, Josh Lowe.
The wind and the pitch. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Rays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
And now here is Rene Pinto. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And a good eye there. Late with the swing there.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And down on strikes he goes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound. This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
No, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Caballero in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Low off of first with 2 away. Strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
On the ground to third. Tosses to first, and that is the inning. To start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Kevin Kelly.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
The pitch. And that one hammered. That's back. And that one's gone. His second home run of the game. It's 22-0.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Spencer Horwitz. That one ripped. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay throw. And he's out trying for 2.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. He's already homered here in this one. Line drive, caught.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
2 outs, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one hops the wall. Around first, digging for 2. And he's got a double. 4th hit of the night for him.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Berg, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
Man at second here with 2 away. George Springer next up for the Blue Jays.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. And it's off the wall. Runner from second scores as they add on. And the lead continues to grow.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
So, man aboard. Here's the left fielder, Addison Barger. 4 for 4, 2 doubles and 2 singles. That's in there. And that's strike 1.
0-1.
Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. A gigantic blast. Home run number 30 on the year, and they add a pair. It's 25-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dip. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and Everything was on time. Took a direct line to the ball. Excellent extension and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And the Rays, they go to the bullpen. Garrett Clevenger. He's into the game with the bases empty. Base is empty with 2 away. And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. Out to center. Siri in position. He's got it. And the inning is over. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. We're through 5. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada. And we're back. Top of the 6th inning.